Hey everybody, a Retro Geek Dad here, back with another toy review. This time we are looking at the Star Wars The Black Series Halloween Edition Clone Trooper. This is a Target exclusive. I picked it up online. It was like $26 or $27. A tad bit pricey, but it is kind of a limited edition figure. Excuse me. It was released with another figure. There was the Clone Trooper, and I think there was a Wookiee Halloween edition. I'm not quite sure on that one, but I did want to get the Clone Trooper with the skeleton motif and everything. But I'm really excited to kind of get into it. I'm curious to see if this figure glows in the dark. It kind of looks like it might, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll find out together to see if it does glow in the dark. But stay tuned. We're going to do a package walkthrough and an unboxing and a review of the figure. So stay with me. Okay, so let's take a look at this packaging. So as you can tell, this is part of the Hasbro's new plastic-free packaging, with the exception of tape and glue. So we do not get a window package, it's all cardboard. So this is part of their new packaging that they're doing. We do have the Clone Trooper Halloween Edition. And then on the side we have kind of a hologram projected picture. And then one of the porgs, I think it's a porg. And on the back, I have a little description there. All of the legal stuff. And on the side, we do have the figure here. The little porg. And then there is I guess a cachet. Like a case, and it does have what appears to be Hershey bars, and it's got a little Jabba picture there on the lid. But another package free thing, the UPC code right there, and on the top you do have the J hook there. But as you can see, it is the plastic free packaging, completely sealed in cardboard. Kind of iffy about that, just because I've seen a lot of instances where people have swapped out the figure in store, and then just swapped it out with whatever, and took the figure. So theft is kind of a problem with these. I know a lot of forums people have talked about it, but yeah, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we're going to open them up and check them out, see what we got. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut the tape on the bottom. Just got one piece there. Appears that's it. Just the one piece on the bottom. So we do have the, this is the piece of paper. This is just all of the legal information. Or not the legal, but the warnings, small parts, don't put it in your mouth. All the different languages and stuff. Slide him out. So the box is empty. Okay, so here we go. This is what's inside of the box. Now there is some nice Halloween paper here. And just regular paper here. So as you can see, there's really no plastic at all. A little bit of tape. But I do like how they did do the Halloween wrapping paper. So we're just going to slide him out, so him there, and then I'm assuming that these are the accessories. So we're just going to slide those out. So it's kind of like a wax paper. This one's more like a tissue paper, but the accessories are in more like a wax paper. But go ahead and unwrap him. So, pretty cool paper. Let's set him to the side. Take another look at this paper. So, yeah, taking a little time to, give it a Halloween wrapping paper. That's kind of neat. The bats and spiders and everything. So that's pretty neat that they did that. So here we have our Clone Trooper. And you can see the skeleton motif on it. He's all in black. He does have the skeleton motif, so there's the arms and everything. So let's see what we got in our accessories. So this one's more like a bag, like a sealed bag. It's got the perforated corners right there. I'll just tear that open. So that's it. Okay, so we do have our little cachet box here. And I know it's kind of hard to tell, but there are like kind of like spiders painted on the front. It's a little difficult to see. But I do like how it's got kind of an old, like pirate chest, kind of rugged look. And so that opens. And on the inside we have like a Java ghost. And I'm not quite sure what's inside. I think it's just a molded miscellaneous things, you know. Nothing in particular really. And then we have our little Hershey bars, which I think these are supposed to be like credits. There's a little symbol. I don't know. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but right there in the corner. So I think these are supposed to be like the credits, kind of like the Beskar credits from The Mandalorian. But they're painted to look like Hershey bars with the brown and the silver on the top. But yeah, there's a little symbol right there on the top corner. I don't think I can get any closer. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of them. And they're supposed to just kind of sit in here kind of like that. So we'll put those in there. And the little porg, he's supposed to be like I guess like Dracula with this cape and his vest on. There's the porg. So we'll set him to the side. So there's no weapons or anything that comes with him. But we'll go over articulation real quick and kind of look at that. Head is on a ball joint, so there's pretty good movement. The joints are a little stiff just where he's been packaged. But we do have limited up and down with the arms because it hits right there, so there's not much without bending the armor like that. So we can go up, but it bends the armor. I guess you could, raise it above the chest piece there. So it goes up pretty high, but the shoulder pad kind of flexes. It's flexible plastic. We do have a separate joint on the inside, so we can get some movement out of that. See if I can adjust the lights on. So there is another joint on the inside there. And let's see. We do have a rotation there. There is no joint here at the top, so there's no joint there. Elbow joint. I think it's just a standard joint. I can't see if it's double jointed. I don't think it is, but we do have an elbow, like a bracer right there. There is no rotation in the forearm. The wrist. We do have like a rocker in the wrist. Same with the other arm. We have a joint here in the chest, and the belt is one solid piece. There's no twisting in the waist, so we don't have any waist movement. Excuse me. And then the legs, they are on a ball joint, but once again the movement is limited by the armor pieces. So we just have a very limited movement. There is rotation here at the top of the armor piece. The knees, I don't think it's double joint. I think it's just a single joint, but we do have movement back and forth. The ankles, we don't have rotation at the top of the ankles, but we do have back and forth here. And you can turn it so the foot does turn, not the ankle. So not a lot of movement as far as the joints go. There is, limitations because of the armor. There is no weapons, just this stuff here. So there is some paint. Let's see if we can see it, but right there on the knee there is some paint scuff. I don't know if this will glow in the dark. It doesn't appear to be, but I'm gonna charge it up real quick with the lights that we got, and then let's see. Let me see if we can get some glow action on it. Okay, let's see what we got. So, doesn't really appear to be glowing off the camera. It's kind of hard to tell. It does have some reflective properties on the camera, but off the camera it's not really glowing. So I don't think it glows in the dark, but it does have like some reflective properties. So there is that. But turn the lights back on. So it does not glow in the dark, but it does have some kind of reflective property on it, to where if it's kind of sitting on the shelf in low light, you'll be able to see it. Imagine it seems like a fluorescent color. But my honest opinion, given the $26, $27 price point, no weapons or anything, honestly, I would not recommend this. I'm not too big of a Star Wars fan. I don't have a whole lot of Star Wars figures, but I mean, with the lack of weapons, lack of accessories, and it being just like a repainted figure, basically, I would imagine that they would include something, as far as weapons go, because there's not going to be much posability. He can't hold his blaster or anything like that. I think it's neat that they, threw in the little, like the little Hershey candy bars, and, they repainted the porg to look like, Dracula. I think that they tried to say, this is the reason it's $27, because we did all these little tiny bitty touches. Honestly, I probably wouldn't recommend it. I know they've got some Christmas ones coming out. There's a, I think a Mandalorian, a Wookiee, a C-3PO. There's a couple of Christmas ones coming out, and I probably won't pick those up. I was thinking about getting the Mandalorian, but I probably won't pick those up after seeing this figure. I'm just a little disappointed. There could have been a lot of potential. I would have really liked to have seen the skeleton parts glow in the dark. That would have been pretty cool. Weapons, like a blaster or something. I do like that they, put it in the Halloween paper. I'd like that part. The plasticless package, that can make for, I guess if you wanted to display it in the box, you could. But all in all, I'm slightly disappointed in it. I would not recommend it. But moving on, I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out my other videos. I've got plenty of other videos. If you like my content, give me a thumbs up, a subscribe. Drop a comment if you want to. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we will see you again.